Hope your Monday is off to a great start. Thanks for tuning in to an all-new episode of The Rise. I'm Haley Outen. There were some close games and wild finishes in Week 4, and before we reveal this week's Conference Players of the Week, let's take a look at some of the results from last weekend. It all started on Thursday night when USF hosted Temple in a key East Division clash, the Bulls with a dominating 43-7 win over the Owls. Saturday we saw a full slate of games, Houston falling just short to Texas Tech to end a 16 home game winning streak on their home turf. Tulane, however, using an impressive drive in the final minutes to come up with the win over Army. After 22 days without a game, UCF was able to put together a great performance on the road, leading to a 38-10 win at Maryland. Navy moved to 2-0 in conference play with a 42-32 win at home against Cincinnati, while SMU and Memphis closed out the day, each team scoring 44 points to close the night with a couple of victories over non-conference opponents. Then in a rare Sunday game, UConn hosted ECU in both teams' conference openers. The Pirates were able to hang on in the end for a 41-38 win. We saw some great performances this past week. Let's take a look at who took home this week's conference honors. Leading the Pirates to their first win of the 2017 season in a key East Division matchup was East Carolina quarterback Thomas Sirk, who was named the Americans' Offensive Player of the Week. Sirk completed 30 of 39 passes for a career-high 426 yards and 3 touchdowns to lead ECU to a 41-38 win at UConn. 15 of Sirk's completions went for 10 yards or more. All in all, the Pirates put up just under 600 yards of total offense to start conference play off 1-0. Defensively, USF cornerback Deatrick Nichols took home this week's American accolades. Nichols had a hand in 3 turnovers to lead the Bulls to a 43-7 win against Temple, marking their 9th straight victory. The senior had 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery, and 2 pass breakups to lead a defense that limited the Owls to 85 offensive yards and 7 first downs. Special Teams Player of the Week honors went to teammate Emilio Nadelman. The USF senior set an American Athletic Conference single-game record for points scored by a kicker as he hit 5 field goals and 4 extra points for 19 total points in the Bulls' win over the Owls. Nadelman hit field goals of 44, 28, 25, 37, and 44 yards and is one of 2 kickers nationally with 5 field goals in a game this season. Now let's take a look at some other notable performances that were named to this week's American Honor Roll. Offense certainly stuck out in Week 4, as you can see. Taking a look at this list, 4 quarterbacks and a couple of wide receivers getting a nod for their standout play. UCF quarterback Mackenzie Milton led his team to a 38-10 win on the road at Maryland. The sophomore completed 18 of 30 passes for 178 yards and a touchdown to go with a game-high 94 rushing yards in the win over the Terps. UConn quarterback Bryant Sheriffs passed for over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns in a close game against ECU. Navy quarterback Zach Abey rushed for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns while adding another through the air in a 42-32 win against Cincinnati. ECU wide receiver Davon Grayson connected with his quarterback, who took home this week's offensive honors 11 times, registering 223 yards and 3 touchdown catches in the win at UConn. SMU wide receiver James Crochet had 3 receptions for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 44-21 win against Arkansas State. And Tulane quarterback Jonathan Banks accounted for over 140 yards of offense, including the game-winning touchdown in a 21-17 win against Army. Banks converted 3 fourth downs on the 19-play game-winning drive in the final minutes. It was an entertaining week of football. Congratulations to all of this week's honorees. Make sure to check back with us tomorrow for an all-new episode of The Rise. We're going to check in and see how some of your favorite alumni from across the conference are doing in the NFL, and there's some great performances we're going to catch you up on. Have a great day, everybody.